The restaurant industry is a fickle bitch. When you first start out, you think the size of your tip and a customer's experience rests solely on you and how you perform. But after a while, you come to realize that—
All right, James, you're sat over at 302. What the hell? How did you get a camera in here? Never mind, 302 now.
Yes, sir. Hi, welcome to Ruby Tuesdays. My name's James. I'm gonna be taking care of you tonight. What can
we'll have 3 waters, light ice.
All right, 3 waters, light ice. And did you guys want lemons with those or?
Yeah, of course.
Perfect, I'll be right back with those.
Actually, I'll have no ice. I won't have to ask for a refill every 5 minutes.
Awesome, I'll be right back with drinks in a minute, all right?
Sir? Sir?
Are you whistling at me?
Yes, we didn't get your name.
My name's James. I said that when I introduced myself.
Yeah, okay, John. I wanted to know if your straws were paper or metal.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. We only have plastic straws. This isn't a bodega in fucking SoCal, so.
I'm sorry? Excuse me? Excuse me? I'm gonna have to speak to a manager, thank you.
Nah, I totally understand. I apologize. Let me grab him for you, okay?
Wait,
Working in restaurants over the years has afforded me experiences and opportunities that wouldn't have been available to me had I been doing anything else. Working at ShopRite when I was 16 had me feeling like an NPC in my own life. Every interaction went the same. It was greeting, bad joke or unfunny observation because I'm socially insufficient, and scanning. That's it. But being a server or bartender was like playing the main character in your favorite RPG made by schizophrenic aliens. Like sometimes I would walk into work expecting the norm and my first table would be a family whose mom has no problem trying to beat her kids right in front of me. And sometimes an older couple has a few too many at my bar, and on my second day at a new job I have to explain to my new boss why I just threw out someone's grandpa for sneaking a cheeky little finger in grandma's asshole. That story's 100% true, by the way. Waiting tables and tending bar are very comparable to YouTube. You can definitely see the tangible effects of putting in hard work and making sure your customers or audience have a good time. But conversely, you're left dazed and confused by people who are out to have a bad time, to complain, to ridicule, no matter how hard you try. It's hard not to internalize these things sometimes, especially when luck isn't on your side. Like when your friend's video starts popping off or all your coworkers are racking in the dough, these intangible circumstances that are just unlucky start to seem like they're somehow your fault. And sometimes a customer is so insufferable that no one can mistake whose fault it is. Like this guy. He's been looking at his menu for 15 minutes and every time I try to go over there to help him work through that decision, he shoots me dirty looks like I'm trying to scam him. It's like people come out looking to be offended or swindled by servers. Oh, looks like he's ready to order. Come on, let's take this one. So, what are we thinking tonight, sir?
Well, I'm not too sure, son. I'm trying to eat something light, but it just doesn't seem like this menu got much of anything healthy, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, if you're looking to go light, why not take a trip up to our world-famous salad bar?
What'd you say, son?
I was just recommending our garden bar. It's kind of what we're known here for at Ruby Tuesday.
Do I look like a fucking pussy to you, son?
Sir, I don't know what I said to—
Do I look like I've been castrated like one of them males who are now a female walking around without them dangly bits in between them? Are you saying that I should cut up my cock and balls and feed it to a goddamn dog, son?
What? No, let's take it from a new perspective. I apologize. Whatever I've said to bother you, put it in the past. Can I—
Do I look like I would eat at a fucking salad bar?
Sir, I'm not sure that I understand. Of course I would assume you would like salad.
Say that about me one more time, and I will fucking kill you, son!
Excuse me, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave right now.
Leave? For what? You've been nothing but hostile ever since I sat down. I'm just trying to ascertain what I can eat in this, and you've been nothing but— I want to speak to your manager.
You know what? I'd love to get my manager for you. Just give me 1 second, okay? Hey,
I bet
Joe,
you would.
Can you come
I
over
bet
here?
you
We got
would.
it. Oh, yes, I would. So this guy just threatened to kill me over a salad.
You know, James, you always put me in these positions. Look, sir, I'm sorry. The disrespect is astounding, honestly. The customer is always right. Maybe if you knew that, we wouldn't be doing this right now. Look, sir, I can offer to comp your meal, and if you'd like, I can even maybe have you take James out back and put him down like Lenny.
What?
Does that sound fair to you?
Did you just say you're gonna comp my meal and let me put this boy down? Woohoo! That's what I'm talking about. I'm a red-blooded American, so you know I always keep my Second Amendment underneath the table.
That's great, sir. You come prepared. I like that.
I'm sorry, boy. You best start looking at them rabbits.
Now, if you want to avoid being executed for suggesting a gun-toting Southern man eat a salad, try bartending. It offers you a little bit more freedom and definitely some more power. That power derives from the fact that our gun-toting Southern man suffers from crippling alcoholism, and as long as you keep them Bud Lights coming, he'll do just about anything you say. A couple videos back, I said anything plus alcohol is better, and that statement stands true unless you're around a bunch of drunk people, you can't drink, and it's your job to make sure they don't get too drunk to the point where they're pulling dicks out. Most patrons start out decent and well-behaved, probably because you stand between them and their only true ticket to happiness, but when you're a bartender, you take what you can get. After everybody's got a few drinks in them though, their true colors start to show. In my experience, there are a few archetypes of drunk people. First and foremost, at least down in the South, we got slightly overweight white guy, probably named after a saint, who's trying to convince anybody who will listen that Trump really isn't that bad of a guy. Next up, we have an insecure guy with liquid confidence who's singing along far too loudly to whatever mid-2000s soft rock song is playing. And you know, all the other drunks are being really nice about his very below average singing. And for brevity, we can actually just call this guy James. Fourth to bat is our most prevalent drunk. You can't go to any bar without seeing at least a couple of these guys. The guy with the really small pee-pee who thinks everybody's trying to hit on his girlfriend. And his girlfriend is none other than Squirty Sarah. I know, weird name, not what you think. We call her Squirty Sarah because if you really look at the expression on her face, you can tell she's either gonna vomit or shit herself on the car ride home. But my least favorite archetype by far is the brain dead frat bro who thinks every bar makes the same fucking drinks, and I should know some obscure cocktail he made up in his friend's crack den basement like 2 years ago. Oh. There's a brain dead frat bro now. Come on, observe. Hey man, I can't be shirtless in here.
Hey man, you need to put a shirt on.
Well, there's no reason to mock me.
Shirtless, smurfless. A Zelda Kappa Gamma Alpha boys. We don't wear shirts. Anyway, I'll take a couple buttery front butts.
Okay, how about this? That shirt on your shoulder, put it on, and then you can explain to me what the fuck a buttery front butt is.
Oh, fuck. Pick the one with sleeves. You mind if I let the dogs out of the kennel?
Woof, woof. Nice. Now, what's the buttery dick ass you wanted, or?
You don't know what a buttery front butt is?
No, unless it's some sexual innuendo, no.
Ew, gross! I don't want to put anything in your endo.
That's just not what that word means.
Anyway, this drink has a couple different names. Maybe you know it as Sloshy Gash?
Oh, no, what is a slosh? Who would name a drink that?
How long have you been bartending?
Like 3 years, Chadsworth, and I've never heard of either of those drinks. So either order something off the menu, or maybe you have a third name for it.
It also goes under the name Krusty Creamsicle.
At this point, I think you're just confusing drinks with STDs or something. I don't...
What I'm having a tough time understanding is how you don't know a drink me and my bros came up with in my basement a couple years back.
Yeah, me neither. I have no idea how I don't know that. Look, just tell me what's in it, and if I can make it, I'll make it.
Oh yeah, it's a vodka seltzer with a splash of cranberry and lime.
That's already... Why would you... What the fuck is wrong? And there's a host of other nuisances that come with being a server or a bartender, like the people who swear up and down by how great your service was, even going as far as asking for a manager to tell them how great you were, and then leave you $3 on a $50 check. I'm sorry, I didn't know compliments paid for my debilitating Hue Light addiction. And we can't forget daily deals, promotions, and coupons that have your check size, which effectively halves your tip income, put in place to stay the bleeding on a decaying company built on the back of a moldy salad bar, microwaves, and underpaid employees. Ruby Tuesdays, home of the booger hood. With all of that said, there is nothing I would have rather done over these last few years while chasing a dream than work in restaurants. Working for tips allows you to have more power over your income. You can't always control the situation, but at the very least you can have a hand in the outcome. The more you put yourself out there for people and the better your service is, the higher your floor becomes. And the more experience you get and the more you showcase your personality, the better the shifts and potentially new restaurants you'll land, which will help heighten your ceiling significantly. Usually schedules at restaurants are more malleable than other places too, so find out how much you need to work to live, how much you need to make to live, and if you want to work mornings, afternoons, or nights, and try and build that schedule that lends itself to your life instead of bending your life around a job. And most importantly to me, these jobs force you to put yourself out there, to try and win people over and entertain them, and sometimes live in the awkwardness that comes when you fail. For a long time, the most free my personality felt was when I was waiting on strangers or delivering pizzas or trying to make coworkers laugh during a dead shift. And if I didn't find my self-confidence in having to put myself out there to make a living as a job and learning to live in the inevitable awkwardness that comes when you mess up or just get a weird table when you're working, I don't know where I'd be right now, and I don't just mean on YouTube. Serving and bartending, as I've tried to make clear in this video, definitely have their downsides. What job doesn't? But I suggest them wholeheartedly over almost any other job you can get without a certificate, license, or degree. Just please, don't work at a Ruby Tuesdays. Actually, avoid anything corporate. They have weird trickle-down rules, bosses with power complexes, and the most embarrassing food. Try to get in at like your local spot. I know like everywhere has like at least one of them, and that's definitely where you're gonna find your best like bosses, food, and tips, but most importantly, the best people. Thank you very much for watching me rant and try and turn weird stories from jobs I hated into a plot line for a video. I just quit my job at Boogie Tuesdays, and with the state of the world and everything right now, I don't think I'll be applying for another job soon. And who knows, with all the support you guys show me, maybe we can turn this channel into something where I won't need to apply for another one. Ever since you guys were here, I wanted to try and give back to some of the close friends that I've made who make amazing content, and I've met them through YouTube. And I couldn't get everyone I wanted in this video, but in order of appearance, Doplex. Doplex played the manager in the first two sketches, and he has one of the coolest aesthetics on YouTube I've ever seen, and is by far one of my favorite commentators, and recently just delved into a little video essay type thing, and I'm gonna be a very small cameo in his next video, so please go check him out. Second person to appear was 2Zell. He is just a cult of personality. If you want to watch someone take things like onions or bananas and make them into 6 or 7 minute videos where you can't turn away, go check him out. Third person to appear, and in my opinion the hottest of the three babes, was Daniel Fiala. This guy puts in effort unbeknownst for someone who's under 1,000 subs. He just made a video where he made a 15-minute kind of like supercut of A New Hope, but took all the characters out and like redid all the scenes with him as every character green screened in. It's crazy. Please go watch it. Fourth person up and the last of my babes was Andrew Miller. I think you would be hard pressed to find anyone under like 100K subs with the on-camera presence that he has. Whether he's doing sketches or commentary, it's like he's been on camera for years. Fifth up is one of the sweetest people I've met so far on this entire platform, Ramska. And if you thought his playing an old Southern man was like really over the top, that is about the calmest I've ever seen him. He is just, he takes green screen and games to another level of energy. It's incredible. And last but fucking certainly not least is who I think is the most underrated sketch person on this entire platform, Danny Ronner. His videos are short, sweet, and absolutely hilarious, and on Sundays he does sketches, on Wednesdays he just does like improv of things that you leave in the comments for him to look at and stuff. Every time he uploads, as soon as it hits my phone, I always fucking watch it, no matter what I'm doing. Follow me on Twitter, I'm always on there, and I love fucking interacting with you guys over there. It's the easiest place to interact. And no matter what day it is, tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, the day this video goes up, I'm streaming on Twitch. Link in the description. I want to see you there. It's either going to be Jackbox, which we all get to participate in, or it's going to be Resident Evil 2. Not too sure yet, but I stream Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And I would really like to see anyone who's interested over there hanging out with me. Twitch and Twitter, please follow me over there. Do everything that everyone else tells you to do at the end of their videos to my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Farewell.
Why did I roll like that?